At Northwood, we want you to find your true north or passion. And like I said, we're in Midland, Michigan, which is about a half hour east of Mount Pleasant, if you know where Mount Pleasant is. And we are an all business school. So these are the majors that we offer. So we have our own little niche, being specifically with business. And if you look at these majors and you look at projected job growth in the future, you're going to see a lot of these like accounting and healthcare management, hospitality, economics are all great fields to go into, and there's going to be a lot of jobs available. We have some unique ones. We have cybersecurity management, which is on the business end of cybersecurity, which is an ever-growing industry. We're first University of Michigan that has a major in esports management. So you can find out about these majors at northwood.edu. If you go to northwood.edu in academics, you can find out what job placement is, see the classes that you would take, sometimes hear student or professor testimonials, but a lot of great opportunities there. And I'm going to tell you some of the main reasons that students choose Northwood. Number one, if you're into entrepreneurship, whether you major in entrepreneurship or not, we really encourage people who want to be business leaders and would like to start their own business someday. And 31% of our alumni own part or all their own business. So if you're thinking entrepreneurship, we're a premier university for that. Another huge reason students like Northwood is you get to start classes in your major your freshman year. There's a lot of universities where you go your freshman, sophomore year, you take all your gen eds, you start your major your junior year. We want you to get started your freshman year for a couple of reasons. Number one, we want to see if you like it or not and know if you're on the right track. And if you like it, great. If you don't, you switch, you still graduate in 4 years. Okay. The other thing is we want you to get experience. So if you take that class and if you're majoring in cybersecurity management and you're taking a class in cybersecurity management, could make you eligible for an internship that first summer. We'll have a lot of students who will do 3 internships while they're at Northwood. Every summer they find an internship and it really helps them figure out what career they would like and also job opportunities. We have small class sizes. Our average class size is 22 students. So the professors know who you are and know your name. So it's just kind of a good culture feel, and everybody there is studying business in one form or another. Going back to the classes, another thing with the classes is a lot of your elective classes are other business classes. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So if you are majoring in accounting, you're going to have a principles of management, a principles of marketing, and you'll have other business classes. So it gives you more of an all-round business education and a sound foundation for what your major is. And then our professors are from the industry. They have worked in the industry. They have great connections through networking. They know the trends, they know the laws, and they really know their major in and out. We do have study abroad this year without COVID. With COVID, we did not have the study abroad. But last year we had several programs, some of them a week to 10 days, and the longest one for a full semester in Europe. So there's lots of opportunities for study abroad. And then if you're a top student, you have to have at least a 3.25 with a solid SAT score, or if you just have a 3.5, you qualify for this program. But our 4-year BBA MBA program allows you to get your bachelor's in business administration in 3 years, and then the 4th year you get your master's in business administration. So instead of the typical path of taking 6 years to get your master's degree, you can get your master's degree in 4 years. It's an outstanding program where you basically take 19 credits a semester. The classes aren't harder, it's just you are taking more classes. But we've had a lot of students drawn to Northwood for the fact that they know they can get their bachelor's degree in 3 years and then the master's degree that 4th year. And really, if you look at it, it's probably about $100,000 and $200,000 savings in your life, because you're going to save and not pay for those last 2 years of college. And instead, you're going to be out making money at a master's degree level. So that's a pretty big swing and great program. Big thing at Northwood is we want experiential learning. We don't want you sitting behind a desk and every 3 weeks we're going to give you an exam and then at the end give you a final exam. We want to give you real world things. It might be one of our sports management classes every year. They have a thing where Detroit Pistons give them a certain number of tickets, and it's their job to come up with a marketing plan to sell those tickets. And they're responsible for them. So that's about as real world as you can get. Our biggest thing we're known for is our auto show. We actually host the largest outdoor new car show in all of North America. And we draw 50 to 60,000 people to our campus for this auto show. This year it's going to be in April. Usually it's in the fall. The big thing here is students are the ones who run it. We have a student that's a chairperson. Then we have team captains like Team Ferrari, Team Ford, Team Chevrolet. Then we have team members. So they have to call dealerships and find out what cars they can get. Then they have to learn about them. Then they have to figure out how people are going to get around campus. So it's really that real world experience that is great for your future career and also looks great on your resume. Let's see, I'm going to skip over those other ones. You can always ask me questions at the end. We have some great scholarships. We have merit scholarships, which most years it's based on your GPA and your test score. And there's a chart, and we follow the chart and see what you qualify for. This year, because we're not 100% sure if all students will be able to take the SAT or ACT, we're doing it just based on grade point average. And those merit scholarships basically run from $5,000 to $13,000 per year. So that could be anywhere from $20,000 to $52,000 over 4 years. We have a Neglige competitive scholarship I'll tell you about in a minute. If you belong to a business club at your high school, whether it's BPA, DECA, Junior Achievement, HOSA, at the Career Center, something like that. We have scholarships that range from $1,000 to $5,000 for those business clubs, and that's on top of your merit scholarship. We also have private donor scholarships, which you apply for, that are competitive scholarships. If your parents were alumni of Northwood, there's scholarship money there. And if you have a brother or sister attending Northwood, there's also scholarship money there. Our largest private donor scholarship is the Neglige Scholarship. This is a scholarship where students have to be committed to Northwood, and they write a 300 to 500 word essay describing the American dream. And then we invite anywhere from 15 to 18 students to campus to present about their essay. And then the grand kind of prize winner gets a $10,000 per year scholarship. And this is on top of any other scholarships. And then what usually happens is many of the other competitors end up with another $1,000 to $4,000 per year. So this is a great scholarship, good competitive scholarship. And if you're a senior, you'd want to get moving on this because the deadline for this scholarship is January 10th. If you're an athlete and you're a pretty darn good athlete and would play Division II, we are a Division II school and we can give athletic scholarships. If you're interested, the best thing to do is to go to northwood.edu and then athletics, and there's a thing called a prospect questionnaire that you fill out, and then that way the coaches know that you're interested. And whether you have film on Huddle or something like that, it allows you to connect with them. A lot of clubs and activities at Northwood. I think there's 14 schools in the state that have BPA, but we have actually had national officers for BPA at the college level. And DACA, our other business group, we have the largest chapter of any college in Michigan. Last year, we had 3 of the 4 state officers. So we are very involved being all business school into the business clubs. Mock trial I have on there because it's it's a hidden gem at Northwood. We get a lot of students who will come to Northwood and major in economics, and then they participate in a mock trial team. And they basically use this as a pre-law, because you don't have to do pre-law to go into law. And our mock trial team just finished 7th at a tournament with hundreds of college teams. And we're talking Ivy League schools, U of M, Stanford. We've won 2 national championships with our mock trial team. So if you're thinking law school, you might want to consider Northwood mock trial team and look at the different majors that you could major in. All right, so if you are an underclassman and you're really interested about business, Northwood has what they call lab camp every summer. Last year we didn't have it, but we are planning on having it next summer, hoping things work out for summer of 21. And this is a camp where you come to camp all week long. You participate in activities led by our professors and faculty. There's field trips. You stay in the dorms, 3 meals a day. You meet students from around the state and around the country that are also very, very interested in Michigan or in business. Last year we had a student from California, Illinois. So we had students from all over the place. And it's really a great deal because if you get in early and get the scholarship, the whole week only costs $50. So that's a week at Northwood learning all about business and working with students from around the state. You can see this group was from, this would have been 2 years ago since we didn't have it last summer. But you can see, I think we had 40 some students that year. So if you're interested in that, you can see the link at the bottom of the slide that you can check into that further. And then the last thing is that if you would like to get in our system, so you're on our mailing list where we can contact you about webinars or open houses or anything podcast, you can go to northwood.edu/info and enter your information. It takes about 4 or 5 minutes. Then we reach out and kind of let you know about events at Northwood. If you'd like to come for a campus visit, we are open for in-person campus visits. And you could go to northwood.edu/visit. You know, we have them Monday through Saturday. You can pick a day and a time. Come on over. We sit down with you for an hour, take you on a tour for an hour, let you know about all the great opportunities here. And then another thing I didn't mention is if you like that in-person learning, Northwood is a small enough university where this fall we've been able to maintain our in-person learning, except for the last 3 weeks with the order that colleges cannot go in person. But before that, we were in person the whole time. And we feel that's very important in the educational environment. And we strive to do that and pick back up with it in January. If you have any questions, anything at all about Northwood, again, my name is Doug Pummel. I'm the admissions rep for your area. You can always text or call or email me. My information is there, and I would be more than happy to answer any questions for you. So thank you for your time. I hope you have a great school year and hopefully meet you soon. Bye.
Doug, before you go, can I ask just a quick question that I know a lot of our seniors have?
Absolutely.
Does Northwood have options for residence halls? And if they do, is there a requirement for seniors or for first year students?
We do have residence halls. We have suite style dorms where there's 2 bedrooms with 2 people in each bedroom, then the 4 people share a bathroom. So a pretty typical dorm. As far as, do you mean requirements as far as living on campus?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, so what we have is we have a 2-year requirement because the data has shown students that live on campus the first 2 years have a higher GPA. They're more likely to graduate and more likely to graduate in 4 years. And those are all good things which we want for our students. So we do require living on campus for the first 2 years. Dorms are freshman year. But sophomore year and above, we have brand new apartments called North Village Apartments, where students have their own bedroom. There's a full kitchen if you want to cook your own food. There's a living room. They're extremely nice apartments. So we have those for upperclassmen, or you get to your junior and senior year, we do have some students who live off of campus. So does that answer the question?
Yeah, that's great. And then the kind of a follow-up to that is students are typically wondering if they can bring a car to campus. So is that an option at Northwood?
Yes, we're small enough. I think the fee is like $80 or $90 per year for the parking sticker. But that's kind of nice as a freshman to be able to have a car, because if you do want to go home for a weekend, then your parents don't have to drive, you know, basically from Ludington, it's at least 2 hours. So that would be like a 4-hour round trip, and your parents wouldn't have to make that trip if you had your own car. Plus, if you want to go on a snack run or something to Meijer or Jimmy John's or something like that, it's nice to have the car too.
That's great. That helps me out a lot. Thank you so much for being here today, Doug. And for those of you who are watching at home, feel free to follow up with Doug. It sounds like he's got a lot more great information for you.